I got my head stuck in this wall. I can't get out, but I am Iron Man. Hey, welcome to Zach Collects. We're going to be doing something a lot of fun for me anyway. Hopefully you'll find it fun as well. Okay, back in the day, Toybiz made these really, and they held up. They did, pretty much. These incredible Marvel Legends. They started the Marvel Legends whole brand and the whole bit. Some of them came with comic books. This one actually does. We're going to take a look at this whole thing right here, right now. As soon as I get my head unstuck from the wall on this edition of Zach Collects. Now, jump back with me in time to 2006, when Toybiz was still making Marvel Legends. You know, it doesn't seem that long ago, 2006, but it's 15 years now, 15 years ago. So 15 years ago, this was the state of the art. This was pinnacle for Marvel Legends, for Marvel product, Marvel figures. This was something. And as you can see, the package was kind of big, too. Now, this was the Modock series, where you build a Modock. There's his arm right there, one of his arms. Modock's an ugly sucker. I never did like Modock. He's ugly and mean. So anyway, here's what it looked like. It was a clamshell, completely not collector-friendly, because what you had, if you wanted to display them, you had to cut them out of there. But this is what the package looked like. Take a look. There's interesting things going on here. This is on the back of the package. Talks about his intelligence and strength and speed and durability and all those other things. That makes the Thor Buster Iron Man what he is. And there's the little back abbreviation, the little backstory. And you can freeze this and read it as you will. These were all the figures that came in that wave. Beta Ray Bill, Spider-Woman, a version of Captain Marvel, Taskmaster? I'm not sure who that is. Moon Knight. Okay, Moon Knight, that's right. That was the first iteration of Moon Knight. That was the Toybiz Moon Knight. And then the Wasp, and then there's Thor Buster Iron Man. And there's Evil Modock with his bad breath. And here's all kinds of other information down here, too, if you want to pause and read that, too. That's right there for you. Beep, 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 beep. But we didn't come here for that, did we? No. We came here to see this guy bust out of his prison. And also take a look at that comic book, too. I'm kind of curious. I did have, at one time, a Thor Buster armor loose, and I sold it, and didn't have all the accoutrements, didn't have, like, the comic book or anything like that. So I'm kind of interested to see what the comic book is. So, without further ado, bum, ba, bum, bum. Here we go. I got scissors. So we're going to take some scissors. And we're going to see if we can't cut this guy open. Now I'm doing this on camera. I'm trying not to cut my finger off. And you know, I'm an older feller. I'm older than most of you people watching this thing. That's for darn sure. By the way, just a little bit of backstory about me. I was born in 1959. Yeah, and back in the 60s, we didn't really have awesome figures, but we did have a couple of interesting standouts. We had the first iterations of G.I. Joe, and they were 1/6 figures to begin with. And we had Captain Action, and I'll talk about Captain Action one of these days. And we had something I'm going to get my hands on is Major Matt Mason. But for right now, let's talk about this guy. Okay, so anyway, we took away some of the cheap plastic bits and nuzzle grommets and whatnot. And, ooh, oh my, here we go. Here we go. Standoff, part 2 of 3 of Thor Buster Armor Iron Man. See, that's pretty close to the comic art, I think. Versus Thor. So give me a second, and I'll crack this open. We'll take a look at the comic book. And before we look at the comic book, was with the comic book. Just some instructions on how to put together that evil head with the tiny legs and arms. And his fart base. Whoop, I said it, sorry. I did at one point have this Modock, and it did look like he was propelling himself after eating a lot of beans, if you know what I mean. So anyway, that's that. Now, here's the comic book. Here we go. Okay, let's take a look at this thing. Remember, this is all from 2006, and I'm guessing that this was all like, you know, a reprint from the actual comics. Not sure. But you open it up and look at what you got here. Look at all those Toybiz X-Men. They made some good X-Men too, by the way. They did. Toybiz did some good stuff. Yep, that's what we got there, and this is our first page. And I'm having a hard time turning it because I'm wearing these gloves. Here we go. Turn the page. Come on, turn it, man. Okay, there we go. Ah, look at that. I tell you, this is good artwork, yeah? I mean, for its age, for any age, really. Good stuff. And look at this, Marvel Legends Showdown. Some more Marvel Legends, Toybiz Marvel Legends. These are the little ones, I think. Yeah, these were. It was like a game, and they were like a 3 3/4 inch figure, and they were on this little base, and you little numbers you could dial up. So there's that. Then there's more of our comic. Oh, and Thor and Iron Man are going at it because they just can't see eye to eye. I wonder why. What's the problem? Why can't you get along? And some more. Oh, by the way, those icons, there were some nice ones. Those were 12-inch figs. Yep. I unfortunately, because of the wars, because of moving on, I don't have any of those left, but I wish I did. There were some nice ones. Here we go, some more artwork. This is a whole comic, dudes. You know, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but here's our last page. Here he is creating his Thor Buster armor. He needs that to fight Thor, by jingle. Yeah. And some zippers. Whatever the heck that is. And I don't know, let's see, what is this, denouement? I guess, I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Oh, we're here. Oh, he's going to fight him in the Thor Buster armor. There he goes. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's cool. That's nice. This looks like it's almost a whole comic. I'll be ding-danged. And there they are, still fighting. So obviously, Iron Man came up with an armor that could hold up to Thor. And there they are. Yep. Kaboom, kaboom. To be concluded in Avengers 63. Far out, huh? Not bad. And there's the back of it, which is showing, of course, just this version or this wave of Toybiz Marvel Legends. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, let's see some more stuff. Oh, he's laying down taking a nap. You know, back in those days, they used real vinyl-coated or PVC, whatever it is, coated wires to imprison these little guys, and my scissors would not cut through them. It was that thick. I had to do like an unwind, rewind, unwind. But here he is with just his Tony Stark face. Hi, everybody. I'm Tony Stark, and yeah, that's what I looked like in 2006 before I quit drinking. So anyway, there's that. And here's his back. So yeah, there's a lot of just plain basic things going on here. But still, I don't know. I kind of dig it. I kind of dig the nostalgia of the whole thing. You know, and there's some things that are interesting, like, you know, his arms are too long for the body. They're almost down to his knee, almost. See the guy. But, I mean, obviously, I wouldn't pose him that way anyway. I'd pose him like he's going to fight or do a repulsor blast or some kind of a thing. The other interesting thing is because of its age. Now, it's been in that prison since 2006. Because of its age, I want to be very careful. The right here, the pivot in the stomach is really strange. It's kind of spongy. It kind of bounces. He has a bouncy tummy because he was eating sponges. So there's that. So I want to be careful of that. Everything else seems to be okay. I mean, as far as the articulation, the bending, the moving, the movement, everything else seems to be fine. He's got the pivot. He's got he's even got the pivot in the ankles too, which is great. Helps him stand. And probably you want to see him with his Thor Buster mask on. Yeah, his helmet. Let's do that. So that just kind of clicks on. If I can do it. Upside down. There we go. Remember, it's not been on his face since 2006. And there you go. Yeah. Thorbuster Armor, Toybiz, 2006. What do you know about that? Sometimes it's fun to go down memory lane. Yeah, it is. I think so. And isn't it cool? It came with the comic. Came with a full-blown comic, the whole bit, right? It did. And I think it's worthy. I really do think it's worthy. Here, let me grab the comic again real quick. So there's the comic again real quick. Put it in the background. Yeah. There you go. And there he is. Oh, yeah. Memories like the Thor Buster armor I wore to mess up Thor. And misty watercolor memories. Well, this has been an interesting little addition to the Zach Collects. You know, I always like to do something a little bit different. So this is what a Toybiz Ironman looked like. And you know, did you check out the size? His size is pretty decent. He's just about 7 inches tall. I mean, I think he is 7 inches tall at the top of his little horny things there. Oh, God, I said that, didn't I? I mean, the top of his U-bolt. His energy refractor, whatever it is. Oh, my gosh. All right. So anyway, this is Zach Collects saying, keep collecting, have fun. Oh, like, share, subscribe. Tell everybody to know to subscribe. We have fun. We laugh. We joke. We do different things. And in order for me to keep going, I need your help. And by the way, I do it for you guys. You guys. And I thank you guys very much for your support so far. Anyway, have a great one. See you later from Zach Collects.